Welcome to Investors Insights. Our topic today is market, naughty or nice. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas. It has not been dull as everyone is going into Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. We wanted to share with you some of the things we're looking at this week as we start to end 2018. So on that note, Bobby, talk about positive information, news that we're seeing in this market.
Yeah, great report going into Christmas tomorrow. Retail sales rose in November. The October number was revised up. Retail sales year over year up 4.3%. That's a great number.
It's fantastic.
So that report is consistent with a higher than expected GDP for the fourth quarter. So we say it all the time, 70% of GDP is consumer spending, and that's been positive leading up to Christmas.
Oh, yeah, very much
That's
so.
great. And then also this week, earnings season starts. So that's going to be really important for a volatile market to get positive earnings on top of that. So we need that to happen.
Yeah, and on that note, you brought up a great point about the S&P 500 and company stock dividends.
Oh, absolutely.
Explain that.
Well, it's been a record year of payout. I mean, you know, when you look at some of the volatility in the market, I think what a lot of people forget is the people who are running these companies, they're pretty sharp.
Yeah.
And from a confidence point of view, they are paying money out in dividends this year at a record pace.
So stock dividends are at record
Absolutely,
pace.
up about 9% this year. As we were talking this morning, a little bit of that earlier in the year was the fact that the tax reform pushed that.
Right.
However, even if you smooth that out going into next year, you're still going to go at probably about a 6% clip, more than likely.
Yeah.
And so that's corporate America being confident that their balance sheets and income statements are strong enough with future business that they can pay a lot of their dividends out.
So in other words, they look, we have excess cash.
And we're paying it to our shareholders.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
So they invested in us. We're going to reward them for that investment.
And they've got the cash to spend it.
Right.
That's the main
So
thing.
confidence in the consumer, confidence in corporate America makes a huge difference. And then let's take it to another level from the standpoint of infrastructure.
Yes.
Everywhere you look, you see road construction, other things going on. But Ashley, you brought up a point about in the municipalities, the states, we're seeing a confidence there that we haven't seen before. True?
Absolutely. Greg's exactly right about that. We went about 10 years, long time, without any significant infrastructure spending by state governments and municipal governments because tax revenues were down. We were coming out of the back of the financial crisis. So about all states could do or cities could do is they could keep themselves operating at the state level, pay Medicaid, entitlements like that, and keep up with their pension funds. Now, as Bobby said, because of the consumer confidence, people spending, tax revenues have gone up.
Right.
So now all of a sudden these infrastructure projects, they're up 10% year over year. So that's one thing that you're not going to hear out in the general public, but going into 2019, where some areas of the economy are a little bit soft, that infrastructure spending is going to be huge at that level. And what's important about that is there's a major multiplier effect. If that project comes out, there's a lot of employment that comes with it. And it's going to be a good push.
Companies out there building that infrastructure.
Exactly. We hadn't had it in a long time.
Right. So as we hear this debate of global slowdown, in the United States, we're not seeing that. Everybody in agreement?
No, it's just fine.
So that has not been reflected in our overall market.
Absolutely.
As we've gone through 2018 with all this volatility. So on that note, we're going to keep you updated as we approach the end of 2018 going into 2019. In our next vlog, we're going to be talking about things to be aware of as topics and strategies for 2019. But we want you to end during this holiday season knowing that there's a lot of positives in this economy, in this market, and we hope that this market is nice and not naughty. So on that note, enjoy family and friends. Understand that wealth is more than just money and markets. It's those relationships in your lives that make a difference and that you make a difference for. And we hope you have a great Christmas and a phenomenal week as we're all thankful for this time. Have a great week.